Welcome to my latest vlogs, LOVEUltras. This is episode 29 and I'm John Kynaston. Continuing my countdown to the Northern Traverse, I'm recording this on Sunday the 4th of March 2018, which means that next Saturday, which will be the 10th of March, there'll be 9 weeks to go to the race. So certainly the countdown is getting more serious now. This week was always planned to be an easy week after my recce weekend last weekend, and it was just as well really, because as in the rest of the country the weather has been amazing and the transport's been really difficult. Here we live in Paisley, and I work with Glasgow City Council, and all the schools were closed from Wednesday to Friday, so I was working from home, so our car was buried under snow and we left it there for the last 3 days. And it was quite nice actually, just being able to work from home and get some stuff from here. And around Tuesday, and my left calf was a little bit tight, and so I planned to run Thursday, but decided to give it another day. And so I ran on Friday lunchtime. I just did a very easy 4 miles, put my Catulas on and ran around the snowy roads, and that was quite good. And then yesterday I had thought about maybe doing a hill walk, but I decided not to do that after last weekend anyway, and I wouldn't have been able to do it transport wise, getting up to the hills. So Katrina and myself did a lovely little run up on the Braes. We did almost 10 miles, and it involved a lot of walking because the snow was pretty thick at places, but it was just great to be out. It was a lovely morning, so that was a really good time. So I've only ran 3 times this week, but that was the plan, and just under 20 miles, and I feel better for that, and my calf is definitely feeling better now. I could feel a little bit yesterday when we ran, walked, but this morning getting up, it just feels a lot easier now. So I'm hoping to be able to sort of get back to my bit of a pattern this week of Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then next Saturday we'll do again a sort of an easy run on the Braes, because the following Saturday is the Hardmoors 55 race. I thought for this video I would just do a little bit about my kit. So this next bit is a bit I recorded a few days ago, and it's talking about the kit that I'm going to be wearing. And one of the key things on doing a race of this length like the Northern Traverse is your kit. And so I thought for this one I would just share some things about the kit that I'm going to be probably using for the Northern Traverse. Over the last couple of months I've been trying out different things and trying to get a combination of things that I like. So I thought first of all I would look at what you have to take. This is the mandatory kit, and this is on the website, and this is what you have to carry all the time. So first of all, there's a waterproof jacket. So this is mine. I like the OMM Caliger, which has got a smock type one, so you don't have to worry about too many zips. So that's that one. Waterproof trousers. Now I must admit I'm not a massive fan of waterproof trousers. I very rarely wear them, but obviously you need to take them in the kit. So mine are a fairly cheap pair. I've forgotten where I got them from, but they're tape seams and they do the job, which hopefully I probably won't wear. You need an insulation layer, so I've got a nice OMM jacket which folds up fairly small. There's a bag here which it folds into, so it squashes into this bag quite neatly. There's been a few things on Facebook about what to take for an insulated jacket, but I must admit, having been out there this weekend, obviously that was February, this will be in May, hopefully the weather will be better, but you never know. But it does stuff down into a decent size, so that's going to be my insulation layer. Long sleeve top, so this is my long sleeve top which I'll carry with me. Hat, my West Highland Way beanie hat, so that's that one. Gloves, so I've got a lighter pair of gloves which I sort of tend to wear if it's just a little bit cold, and then I've got some nice Montane ones which are well, they're not waterproof, but they're supposed to keep the heat even if they get wet, and I have tried those out and they're pretty good, so happy with those. Map, the race will provide the map, so that will come in a few weeks time before the race, so I'll put that in the bag obviously as well. Compass, yeah, I've got my compass there, so that goes in the bag. torch and spare batteries. Now I've got this nice Petzl one, which is a rechargeable one, and so I'll probably need to get borrow somebody's battery pack, or I also have the other Petzl one which has AA batteries, so I can just take that one as well and have a backup there. Survival bag, yeah, looks down here. Okay, so I've just got a basic survival bag and a poly pocket there, so it's up for that one. Mobile phone. Now I will take my iPhone because I like to take videos of it as I go along, but I'll just use this as my race phone, just a basic Nokia phone, a Samsung phone, which was in Vodafone. I think it pretty well covers a good part of the route, so I'll take that one. Whistle, there's my whistle, and a small first aid kit. It says that you need to have a minimum of crepe bandage, triangular bandage, wound dressing, 2 safety pins and 6 adhesive dressings. So I've got a few of those bits, but I'll need to fill that up. So that's the mandatory kit, the things that you have to have in your bag. The next items that I'm going to show you, that I'm going to run, this is what the kit I'm going to run with. And again, this is kit which I've tested over many races and many runs, and this feels really comfortable for me. So I'll start at the bottom. So I've got I've started using these were given me to try out, and they're like insulation layers underneath around my ankle, particularly with my ankle being a bit sore, so I've started wearing those. My favourite socks are Drymax Socks, and bought these from ultramarathonrunningstore.com, and you provide prizes for my blog and things, but these are great. And the heavy duty ones, I find there's 2 layers in them. The inner layer expels the water, the outer layer absorbs it, and I do find when my feet get wet, these are great. They absorb that water, and you go through a stream, and then a few minutes later your feet feel dry again. I used them over this last weekend. I was 60 odd miles of running, and I didn't have a single blister or any problems this year on that run, so they're my socks of choice. I like to wear skins. The very first year I did ultras in 2007, I had some real problems with my quads, and someone recommended these, and I've worn them ever since. But I also find they're really good to stop chaffing. I get very few problems chaffing between my legs, and I'm sure partly because I wear the skins. I like to wear a longer pair of shorts, so these are my favourite ones at the moment. These are Reebok shorts, and got nice deep pockets, which are great. So it means that if I take my gloves off, or I want to put something in my pocket, then I can do, and that works really well. And then this is my top. This is my favourite top. It's starting to get a little bit threadbare now, so I just use this for races. It's funny because with photos, lots of people have blue, lots of people have white and red, but not so many have green. So that was my reason for having it, so I can spot myself on photos. Very vain, I know, but I just like that top. I don't know where I got it from. I'd love to try and get another one, but it's a very comfy top. So that's my running top. Right, these are just a few extra items which I'll be taking as well. Obviously need a water bottle. I really like this one. It just flips up. You've got a straw, so it means you don't have to lift it. I know it's a small thing, but I find when you're tired, just to be able to just sip rather than having to pick it up makes a difference. And that's a whole 24 ounces, 600 mils or more, so a good amount of water or tailwind goes in there. I don't, if it's hot, I've used sunglasses, but I find they get they start to steam up in my face, they get sweaty, and also what you do with them when you take them off, if they're a good pair. So I just quite like wearing a visor. Just means I can keep the sun out my eyes if it's sunny. This is just a windproof top, so I'll take that one as an extra, and I used that quite a bit over this past weekend, and I find that's really helpful because it just keeps the wind out, and it's another layer. So sometimes I'll wear this underneath my waterproof jacket. It just gives me an extra layer. I'm going to take poles. I'll just put those in the bag because it is there's some big climbs, particularly in that first 60 miles. Don't know whether I'll take them after that. Once I've done the recce from Shap onwards, I'll decide on that, on what I'm going to do. I've got a Garmin Etrex 30, so the route's on there, and I'll be taking that with me with spare batteries, so I'm able to follow the way and use the map as well. And then I've also got a little battery pack which I'll take with me, which means I can recharge my phone or recharge my watch, my Suunto Watch. And that's the other bit of kit that I'll have to follow the way and to keep a track of how far I've got to go and where I've been. So that's those. Now, putting all those, carrying those, the thing I've been working on the last couple of months in my runs is this little combination. So this is a Nathan waistband, which has got 3 pockets in, so I can put food and bits and pieces there. I can put more water in that side. If I have some extra water or Coke or whatever else, I can put it in that side or use that pocket for other things. And then within for the main stuff, I've got just a very lightweight Innovate bag. I think it's called the Race Elite 15, so I assume that's 15 litres. And again, it's got a couple of pockets on the side, and it's got quite a lot of space inside, and it doesn't weigh anything. And then I like to put all my stuff in dry bags, so I'll put everything in there and then pack in there. And the good thing I've found is that with the waistband, the waistband and the bag, it sits on top of each other, so the waistband takes some of the weight off the bag as well. So I found that's been a really good combination. So that's my plan, and all that fits in quite nicely within that bag, plus some room for food that I'll talk about in another one. So that's my kit, and that's what I'm planning to take with me for the Northern Trail. And the final bit of kit which I was going to mention is my shoes. I have been using Skechers LOVEUltras, and I will have those in my drop bag probably, but I thought I've used Hoka's in the past and really liked them, but they've narrowed the fittings and I've not been able to wear them. But Keith at Ultra Running Marathon Store said that these Stinson have got especially a wider fitting, so these are a bit muddy. I need to clean these were from the weekend, but these are great. And so I wore them for the 60 miles over the weekend. I had no problems at all. So these are going to be my shoe of choice, the Hoka Stinson ATO. I hope you found that helpful. That's my kit that I'm going to be carrying and wearing for the race. And I didn't actually pack it in the bag, so here's a photo of it all inside the bag from last weekend, and give you an idea of how it looks on my back with all the kit in there. So this week I'm going to have a sort of a medium type week, hopefully run Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then Saturday, and we'll see how that builds up. One of the things I wanted to mention was when I first did my very first ultra in 2007, the Highland Fling, I decided for a bit of fun to do a guess my time. So I encouraged friends and family to guess how long it would take me to run the Highland Fling, and it's become a little bit of a sort of tradition now. I like doing it, and Ultra Running Marathon Store, I've started sponsoring it and some really good prizes. So if you want to take part in the competition for the Hardmost 55, the details are on my blog, johnkynaston.com, and there's a lovely Solomon Windproof Jacket for the closest guess to the race. So if you want to do that, then feel free to send in your entry. So this was my easier week this week, and next week I'll just chat about another aspect of the build up to the race. So bye for now.